Thanks to Greg at EgoSoft for providing me with the keys to the X4 Tides of Avarice, Cradle of Humanity, and Split Vendetta expansions. Space. It's pretty big, and there's a lot of it. These are the voyages of Captain Sokka. My mission? To start with one ship and 10,000 credits, and make a name for myself. Will I trade? Will I fight? I don't know. But join me, won't you? This is X4, a roleplay series. Sokka's log 8250-220. After building up our defense platform in Family Zen, we moved forward to the first xenon defense platform. Moving the fleet over the top of the defense platform, the Hong was able to unload all turrets from the top down. The rest of the group formed a perimeter on the outside and started blasting from the top down out of relative safety. Miss Nakano in the Tiger's Claw decided to treat the carrier as a fighter and unload all the turrets while taking graviton fire. With the first of two defense platforms destroyed, the fleet moved on to the Xenon wharf, which is the biggest station in the system. Miss Nakano, I don't know if you can hear me, but good job keeping all of these fighters at bay. It's time for the big push. And as the Tiger's Claw is under fire, we will tell the Hong to attack the Xenon wharf. And let's see where everyone lines up. Hopefully we will be in an advantageous position like we were in that defense platform. But you can see right below that wharf is another defense platform. I do not want to get within range of that thing for sure. And hopefully Miss Nakano doesn't drive the Tiger's Claw directly into the line of fire here. But our Phoenix Vanguards are positioning themselves well. There is the Hong positioned above, and there is Captain Old Menkentix pointing straight down as well. Let's keep our fingers crossed and hope that we have a good firing solution, and it does indeed look like there is a great firing solution here. Just taking care of some of the light work with some of these fighters, the P in particular, and I'll stay on the bridge here of the Tiger's Claw just in case Miss Nakano hits the gas and tries to get right next to that wharf. I like what I see here, Miss Nakano, sort of a top-down strafing run. There's a few P's that are popping in, and hopefully able to take care of them, but as long as the Tiger's Claw maintains distance, instead of barreling straight towards that wharf, we should get a nice strafing run on them. Just waiting for the rest of the battle group to orientate themselves. I might have to help them along like last time, and as a matter of fact, it might not be a bad idea to get the Tiger's Claw all stopped. So I will take command, and then what I'll do is I will unseat myself, get up, and the Tiger's Claw will hold position here and take care of all of the defense drones. At least that is the hope and goal, as long as we are out of range of those graviton turrets that may be on this thing. And so far, so good. Looking at the shields holding up, and a lot of swarmers just flying all around this piece, but we should have enough turrets on this thing to keep suppressive fire. Captain Old Menkentix, I'll take it from here. We need to be pointing at that wharf, if you please, and assisting the Tiger's Claw if we can. Let's get within a little bit more range. And how far is that? Okay, so the Xenon Wharf 8.8. Let's stop at 8K. And I'll stop there. Mr. Old Menkentix, you can take it from here, good sir. Don't be doing anything crazy. Just sort of stay put, assist the Tiger's Claw as needed. All right, looks like the King has a solid firing solution from the edges. Yeah, Miss Keppel, I believe this is a pretty solid place to work from. Captain Kirk on the Lily looks to be pointing back down. We should be almost in range. Yep, I like your positioning as well. So it looks like we are assisting the Tiger's Claw just a bit. Get those behemoth cannons on point, please. And Miss Brax, I will help put the Hong in proper position here. We will be going down about 8K as well. 1 to assist the Tiger's Claw, and 2 to get all of these turrets, taking out some of these defense drones as well. That is the hope and goal, that we might be able to assist.
Can I help?
Yep, take it from here, ma'am, if you please. Let me make sure that the Tiger's Claw isn't doing anything crazy. All right, so far so good. Let's deploy some of our laser towers here. And what an absolute mess, but our laser towers are starting to come alive and on board, lighting up all of those defense drones and fighters, and it looks like everyone is in position, especially the Hong, lowering the boom from the upper levels. The Phoenix Vanguards have their behemoth turrets on target, and I think we are set to really make a dent in this wharf. Xenon are definitely scrambling to build as much as possible coming out of their landing bay here. Is the Tiger's Claw within any sort of graviton range? That's what I want to know. As long as she does a flyby, we'll be okay, but if I see that shield really start to drop, we'll adjust fire, literally and figuratively. What an absolute cluster. I'm going to be glad when all of these little defense drones get finally taken out so I can hear myself think. Ooh! Yeah, I think the wharf is starting to go. That's another few parts down, and those gravitons we need to get out of here quick, fast, and in a hurry. Although this thing looks to be pulling me in a sort of semicircle. Get up, and then take control again. And go this way, please. Away from the station. 15 more laser towers deployed. We are making some good progress with that destruction. However, okay, you're shooting at a drone. I was going to say, don't be shooting at that defense platform, because we definitely don't want to go poking that bear just yet.
Explosion imminent.
Boom! There goes the fabrication area, so they won't be able to manufacture any new fighters to launch against us, which is all well and good. And I think that's where the defense drones launch from as well. So once we get them dead, we should be sitting okay. And there goes another section. We are really tearing into that station now. I think the laser towers might be assisting, as well as those Phoenix Vanguards just lowering the boom. The Hong has sort of stopped firing, and the King still firing its behemoth cannons at the station as well. We sort of distracted them with the Tiger's Claw. All of the little defense drones were attacking our carrier, which has more turrets than anything, as well as those laser turrets, as well as beam turrets. And the rest of the group was able just to lay into the station and open fire. So a legitimate strategy indeed. Hopefully things like that P won't be slowing us down too long. That's why I like to see the piece stuck on the bridge section, and that allowed our laser tower to basically have their way with them. And that is why I like to see now the Tiger's Claw getting underway. We have a bank of laser towers on this side. And another explosion imminent. It feels like we're making a lot of progress on this thing, a lot more than a defense platform, which I guess stands to reason. That the defense platform would be a little bit more hardy than the wharf. But yeah, tearing into this one and feeling pretty good now, he says, before his entire fleet gets destroyed. And the Tiger's Claw also opening fire on some S mining ships, trying to bring goods and services to this wharf to get it stood back up. The quicker we can get rid of those ships, the better. basically just pinch them off in this system so they have no backup, and ideally, that is what we would like to do here. Another explosion on the way. Another section gone. That is what I like to see. A few gravitons making their way. I might have to babysit the Tiger's Claw just a bit. I'll see if that graviton can do sustained shield damage. But if we can hang in here and keep firing those turrets, I think we'll hang here just for a bit. Yep, not gonna happen. Miss Nakano, I'm pulling the plug, and we are running this way, if you please. Ideally, we'll camp a little bit closer to this construction zone. Oh, dang, another explosion imminent. But yeah, let's get out of range of these gravitons, get closer to this construction zone, and then see if we can camp some of those S's. But definitely getting away from the graviton turrets is our number one job for the Tiger's Claw. All right, out of range of the gravitons, we will hold here. Go ahead and get up. Let those shields recharge, and I don't think I will tell Miss Nakano to proceed with her orders, as we're right here by the construction zone. So one, we need to get our shields back, and they are coming back slowly and surely, and the rest of the fleet are getting rid of that wharf quite well. Mr. Omenkatix, what's up, man? Do I need to assist you in some way? I will.
Xenon wharf.
I mean, he's in range, right? He has all of his weapons. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, all turrets are up and running. And isn't that a shot? Whoo!
Explosion imminent.
There goes the center section gone. Another connecting section. Mr. Omenkatix, can you take it from here? Yep, indeed. Launching the big cannons. Getting nearby. We haven't rode on the Ithaca in quite some time. And it looks like everything is awesome. And it looks like Miss Nakano's shields are coming back on the Tiger's Claw, up to 96% back on the shields. And Captain Omenkatix is repositioning himself while using shields. I'm not about that life, if I'm perfectly honest. Hopefully we can get our shields back quick, fast, and in a hurry, because I believe there still are some graviton turrets attached to this thing. Ooh, there goes a big section. Yeah, and just looking at the forces against us, there's an M, an S, a few S's nearby. Oh, what's the Tiger's Claw doing? Miss Nakano, is that entirely safe? I mean, she's getting some. And right here from the nice open cockpit of the Ithaca, we are able to really take a look. And yeah, one more section gone and everyone piling into that section. And I did boost the weapons of the Ithaca just a bit, as well as the Hong. And it sort of looks like the Hong is more of our guardian angel, just sort of staying above the entire battle and laying into any fighter support that may be coming in while our destroyers just lower the boom, which I'm happy with. I really like how in sync the Lily and the Nightshade seem to be on these raids. They park pretty close to each other and just lay in those behemoth cannons. Miss Captain Omenkatix has figured his life out and is laying into that section as well. Even Miss Nakano in the Tiger's Claw is doing a flyby, laying into with her bottom turrets and the beam turrets. Yeah, let's just get the Hong involved a little bit, shall we? Miss Brax, I know you like Overwatch, but this ship is capable of so much more if you just nuzzle in a little bit more. And Chris, Xenon Reconnaissance and Families in, well, they're about to see themselves get wrecked, is what they're about to see. Although, this is just the wharf. The defense platform just below might be an entirely different ball of wax. But yeah, the Tiger's Claw flying above. Let's get those turrets in. Something like so. There we go. Now open it up. I'm hoping Miss Brax with the most powerful turrets, I believe, as far as sheer damage goes and damage per second, can get in there and start hitting that station some. But she's doing a good job keeping fighter support down, especially since it said that the Xenon were mounting a defense charge. We're gonna have to take a look at that. Boom! Gone. Outstanding. So once again, no earth-shattering kaboom, but yeah, just sort of dealing with the remnant fighters. I'll take the Tiger's Claw and pick up all of those laser turrets once more, and figure we've come this far, might as well keep on going and get that defense station right below us under assault. And just a quick vacuum of all of the crates that are nearby. I've also deactivated all of the laser towers, so any laser towers in range should make their way here as well. And I'm looking forward to getting back to the shipyard and seeing if any of these crates have more weapon components on them. Right, laser towers all acquired. Now it's time to give the next order to the Hong, and that is to attack that defense platform. So hopefully everyone will be getting in position, and we are already well above that defense platform, so we'll still be coming at it from the top, and this should be a good firing position for us here. And so far so good as far as the Xenon resistance. I don't believe they're mounting anything just yet, but the Hong, of course, is going to town with the King, and the Ithaca, of course, will position them if they get into a terrible position. And let's make our way down to that defense platform. Nice, and Captain Omenkentix is the first in position, followed by the King as well. Firing in, looks like the Lily and the Nightshade will be coming down from the top as well. And of course, I'll be looking out for Miss Nakano and the Tiger's Claw, so she doesn't treat this carrier like a fighter. All right, 8K from the center. I think that is going to work. Now it's time to get the other ships in position, and it looks like the Lily needs some help, so we can do some manual flying as far as that is concerned. Captain Kirk, are you figuring your life out, ma'am? Well, allow me to assist you. 11.3K away. We'll just approach it from this angle, get within about 8K, and let her do the rest of the work. Looks like it is within Big Gun's range. And we'll get within 8K. Looks like they're scrambling some defense drones. All right, 8K, hold there. And it looks like Miss Nakano might be a little bit overzealous.
Can I help?
There you go, Captain Kirk. Do the work, if you please. And indeed, the Tiger's Claw is going in like a fighter. We're going to have to stop that quick, fast, and in a hurry. All right, Miss Nakano, I'll take it from here. Let's fly above and then drop some more laser towers to help with these defense drones. I'll tell you what, these laser tower 2s are a pretty good purchase, if I have to say so myself, and I do. Looks like they can take care of these little fast movers fairly efficiently, and I think Miss Nakano can take it from here. Our next stop is going to be the Hong, and getting the Hong in Guardian Angel position as we are used to seeing. And there we go, got the Hong in a pretty good position, firing our own sort of graviton turrets at that center section. So I think we are all set up now as far as positioning is concerned. We'll check on the Tiger's Claw, of course, but it looks like the Hong with Miss Brax is all good to go. So laser towers indeed doing the work, the Han laying into it, the destroyers covering, and Tiger's Claw looking a little bit fiery today. All right, second section, or center section is gone. Tokyo's shield's still holding well, and we have a good stream. The Phoenix Vanguard's holding position, the Hong just laying into it. And this isn't a position I think I would want to stay in, but I don't see any graviton fire coming from the station here. So I think we can hold out just a little bit more. Good to see those laser turrets covering our flank back there. That's where our pool of laser towers are back there, as you can see. And so far, so good. Everything holding station. King nuzzled up right next to Ithaca. Lily and Nightshade over the top, and the Hong being the guardian angel up top, just laying into everything we can. And yeah, it's like they don't have any graviton turrets installed. This may be a new defense platform. They may not have all their turrets up and running, but so far, like, hardly any defense drones. So this thing is pretty easy pickings as far as that's concerned. And what I like to see is Miss Nakano has positioned the Tiger's Claw to have a bit of an escape plan. If we need to bounce, we can just, you know, full throttle straight forward and get out of here. But yeah, like I said, hardly any opposition, really. A few of our defense drones are getting lit up, or our few repair drones. Hopefully that is good practice for our service crew. Let me actually take a look here and see what is damaged on the Tiger's Claw. So some turrets and shield generators are definitely worse for the wear. And that stands to reason if you treat this carrier like a fighter. So we may have to lick our wounds a bit after this particular defense platform goes down and make sure that we are indeed topped off at least on the Tiger's Claw, especially now that some of these laser turrets are homing in on us. But hopefully our repair drones can get in and start doing the work for us. And just looking at crew, all 201 crew on board the Tiger's Claw are able crewmen. I don't know what will take them to specialists, whether it is really repairing broken ships or what, but I mean, all of them are putting in the work, that is for sure, keeping the Tiger's Claw afloat, while the rest just lambaste it. And another section goes down, kablooey. And that is less turrets that the Tiger's Claw has to contend with. The Hong's still working on that other side, and hopefully our destroyers will adjust fire and move positions to accommodate the new targets. Miss Hong, they are shooting a graviton turret at you, ma'am. They're doing a terrible job, thankfully. Not even really, well, I would say not close to hitting us, but hopefully you can gain some altitude and get out of range of that turret located on the bottom, if you please. Well, Miss Nakano is making the charge, getting out of range of that graviton turret below, and we are now out of range, and she's laying into him with all the turrets that we do have. They may not be big damage dealers, but as far as constant damage, I like what I see out of the Tiger's Claw. Maybe you can treat this like a bit of a fighter. One more section gone, and that was the one that the Hong was really focused fire on. So I'm not seeing any additional fire from above. Let's get the Hong situated, and Miss Nakano, you are playing with fire. If you ever want to reach out and touch a xenon defense platform, it seems like this is about as close as you're going to get. There's our laser towers that did not deploy. Maybe this isn't the best ship to deploy laser towers from, as they might come from this dock and get stuck. So maybe the Hong would be a better laser tower dispenser. But I don't know how many deployables they can carry. Miss Brax, please adjust fire. The defense platform is shrinking, and we need you to reposition if you please. Yeah, just move down about 1 kilometer, and all of a sudden, all of the turrets light up. We'll see if Miss Brax focuses on the defense platform or not, hopefully so, you are going to focus on the defense platform, right?
Can I help?
Tiger's Claw is in trouble. We have to get Miss Nakano out quick, fast, and in a hurry. Tell you, we take one moment to readjust the Hong, and Miss Nakano ends up getting herself in trouble. Miss Nakano, this is not where you should be. Let's just fly below this platform, go as quickly as possible without boosting. We do not want to lower our shields any more than we need to escape out of here. So the Tiger's Claw may indeed not be a viable combat ship right now. But there's only 6% left of the hull of that defense platform, so we should be able to get out of here and out of the range of those graviton turrets and be on our way. We'll seek the safety of the Ithaca and the King, as we know they are well without the range. And we'll try to gain some altitude too, and hope those gravitons continue to miss. So let's continue on this way. Gravitons have a bit of a lock, but we're going to get above them and behind them if possible. Nice, another section gone. That's going to be that far right one that had those graviton turrets on it. And I believe that might have killed our little repair drone, unfortunately. All right, all stop if you please. And yes, indeed, 2 of our turrets are indeed down. So I'll stay on the bridge here just in case Miss Nakano does something crazy. I think the rest of the battle group should be able to figure their lives out here and get rid of the last little corner here. Yes, indeed. Ithaca and King, Lily and Nightshade. And the Hong just sort of hanging there, pulling defense, which, you know, as long as we're continuing to damage the last section of this defense platform, I'll really have nothing else to comment on. But I do want to get that Hong into combat. Can I trust Miss Nakano not to do something questionable in the next 5 minutes? Oh, and we missed it. There was really no waiting for orders. There was no earth-shattering kaboom. There you go. So that is one more defense platform down. Do we own the system? Yes, indeed, we do. Now is the time to rename this to Family Saka. Took it fair and square, and now it is time to pull in. Yeah, you just hold there. Tell you what, fly and wait there. We will have the turrets deactivate. I will hop out and make sure that all of our ships have all of their turrets in place, ready to go. This power plant may indeed be the last remnants of the xenon in this sector. But a pretty eventful day. Everything worked out, and I have high hopes for this battle group in the future. I may take the power plant myself off camera, sort of sweep the system, make sure that we are not jumped, and maybe even put a few more defense platforms at the gates to make sure that we do not lose this system in the future. But that will be for another time. Thank you so much for watching, and we will see you next week.